In the quiet village of Crumlin, nestled amidst the rolling hills of South Wales, a harrowing tale of love turned to anguish unfolded. Gerald Mellin, a 54-year-old entrepreneur of considerable success, found himself in a battle of control and bitterness. His estranged wife, Muriel, aged 33, had become the target of his ongoing torment, subjected to relentless threats of self-destruction. Mellin seemed to be a truly calculated man. He didn't merely harbour these sinister intentions in secret. Instead, he brazenly displayed his instrument of self-inflicted demise, a menacing rope hidden within the confines of his opulent Aston Martin DB7, a symbol of his lavish lifestyle. The court awarded Mrs. Mellin an additional £100 weekly in maintenance from her former husband. This development seemed to fan the flames of Mellin's embittered resolve. In a final heartless message that read, "Congratulations, kiss, kiss, kiss," little did she know that these words would mark the final communication between them. In a chilling sequence of events that defied comprehension, the businessman meticulously tied one end of the ominous rope to a tree, the other end destined to seal his own grim fate. Climbing into the confines of his 90,000 luxury car, the Aston Martin, he ruthlessly looped the news-like contraption around his neck. With a calculated malevolence that would forever haunt the witnesses, Mellin revved the engine and catapulted the high-end vehicle onto a bustling main road, forcing unsuspecting motorists to bear witness to the grotesque spectacle of his self-inflicted decapitation. Even more haunted as Muriel, a mother of two, recounted the events leading up to that fateful day during the inquest. Their meeting at a local pub after the court hearing had been marked by Mellin's tantrums and menacing threats. In a final airy confrontation, he nonchalantly revealed the rope, met only with Muriel's desperate plea for him to act like an adult, a plea that fell on deaf ears. The couple's shared history had been marked by turmoil and despair. Despite their 2002 wedding that had brimmed with promise, their marriage had quickly deteriorated over the course of 5 years. Mellin's shadow extended even to the gym and suntan centre he owned, where Muriel had once been employed as a beautician. In the aftermath of Mellin's tragic act, Muriel's ordeal was far from over. She discovered that he had heartlessly cancelled a life insurance policy that would have provided for her, leaving her burdened with an incredible amount of debt. The luxurious farmhouse that had once served as their shared haven now loomed as a heavy financial weight, its sale necessitated by the weight of Mellin's vengeful legacy. In a chilling suicide note detailing Mellin's sombre funeral wishes was discovered in his pocket. The verdict rendered by coroner Philip Rogers left no room for doubt. This was a meticulously planned and deliberate act, fueled by a chilling thirst for revenge. A Russian man's quest for glory in the Sauna World Championships took a terrifying turn. Vladimir Ledinsky, a wrestler in his 60s and an amateur participant, succumbed to the severe burns during the ultimate trial of the competition, held in the sweltering heat of a 110 degrees Celsius sauna, as the scorching room filled with steam from water poured onto a blazing stove. Vladimir's life came to a tragic end, leaving spectators and officials in shock. The heart-wrenching incident unfolded in the town of Heinola in southern Finland, where nearly 1,000 spectators had gathered to witness 130 competitors from 15 countries battle it out. Flags waved and cheers echoed as participants braved the punishing heat. However, the final round took a horrifying twist when Vladimir collapsed alongside the champion of Finland just 6 minutes into the ordeal. The dramatic scene that followed saw medical workers rushing to the aid of the stricken men, pulling them from the searing sauna. Video footage captured the frantic efforts to cool the victims with cold water and provide urgent first aid, while organisers tried to shield the onlooking crowd from the grim spectacle. Vladimir, A philanthropist who headed a charity fund in Siberia met a tragic end. His family demanded an investigation into the circumstances surrounding his death. Kekkonen, though hospitalized in a stable condition, had to endure the grueling ordeal and was fortunate to survive. The annual Sauna World Championships, which had been held since 1999, met its tragic end on that fateful day. The competition, known for its extreme conditions, required participants to endure blistering temperatures as water was regularly added to the stove. The last person remaining in the sauna claimed victory, with no significant prize to commemorate their endurance. While the sauna is a beloved tradition of the Nordic countries and Russia, especially in Finland where millions enjoy the practice, temperatures hover around 70-80 degrees Celsius, a far cry from the 110-degree heat that led to Vladimir's demise. Contest spokesman Ozzy Arvela noted that the high temperatures were not unusual in saunas and that many participants had faced even hotter conditions in the past. Statistics show that sauna-related deaths in Finland were relatively low, with an annual death rate of less than 2 per 100,000 inhabitants, mainly due to natural causes or, in some cases, alcohol consumption. He also maintained that all the rules were followed during the ill-fated competition and that all the conditions mirrored those of previous years, adding to an airy finality to the abrupt end of the Sauna World Championships.